Hello, my friend. It's the Crypto Lunatic, the channel for crypto newbies. And today I bring you AI recommends. AI recommends. So I've been asking ChatGPT what are the most underrepresented projects that are currently flying under the radar and not getting the attention that they deserve, considering the level of disruption that they could bring to the market. These are the prompts I've been asking. And today I'll be talking about Redbelly. I'm going to show you how I found it. I'm going to show you what it is. And I'm also going to say that this is definitely not financial advice. I'm not invested in Redbelly. They are not paying me to make this video. It is a completely neutral review. And with all of that in mind, join me on a little journey. So it started here when I asked ChatGPT, tell me the underrepresented projects flying under the radar. And it gave me a few, so I'm going to talk about them because I've been through them all, and some are so early that they haven't even got pages on CoinMarketCap now. So NodeGo AI was the first one. Redbelly, which I'm talking about, was the second one. I'll show you the rest. Automatic gateways, which is blockchain interoperability. The Canton Network, which is an institutional grade blockchain infrastructure, and chain abstraction, which is simplifying blockchain integration. Now, I thought I would just focus on one of them. And having gone to CoinMarketCap and gone through all of them, this is the one that's not so early that there's nothing there on CoinMarketCap. So I've decided to focus on Redbelly today. So why is it overlooked? While real estate tokenization is gaining attention, other real-world assets, RWAs, like commodities or intellectual property, are less discussed. And what makes it unique? Redbelly Network utilizes a leaderless consensus mechanism and integrates full user identity verification to tokenize a wide range of real-world assets, ensuring compliance and accountability. And what does that mean? It means that this process is completely automated, that it can verify tokenization, who owns what on the blockchain. Its potential impact by expanding tokenized beyond real estate. Redbelly Network facilitates fractional ownership and liquidity in a diverse asset classes, broadening investment opportunities. Let's talk about this fractional ownership. So, in this day when things like houses are too expensive for some people to get on the ladder, you can effectively buy bricks in houses. So, you can get a little share of something that you wouldn't normally have access or the money for. So this is what we're talking about here. It's making things that wouldn't necessarily be accessible to smaller investors accessible to smaller investors. And how to get involved. Learn more about Redbelly Network at redbelly.network and stay updated on their developments in real world asset tokenization. So let's go to this page. So the first thing we notice is a tiny little market cap coin. It's only 20 million. It's not quite the degen zone, but it's very, very close to it. So this has potential to have massive movement in this market. We see it's also down 92%. Now, you'll know on this channel, if you follow it, that I like to talk about projects before they pump. This definitely qualifies for that. We also see the self-reported circulating supply. That's not good. 10% in circulation at the moment. That's not good tokenomics, but bearing in mind how far down it is at the moment, we're not overly concerned with that because everyone's sitting on a loss. So we see that this started trading in December last year and was started life at 27 cents and also went up. It went up to 41 cents. It's now at 2 cents. So this represents potentially a really nice entry point because this looks as low as it's been. Just going, oh look, no, it's slightly wrong. It was at it was at a fraction of a cent lower back in May. So, but largely this looks to be the lowest it's been, or close to the lowest it's been. So it's definitely at bottom at the moment. We go down, we see this on a few exchanges, but not many. It tells us about Redbelly Network. Now, I'm going to go into details there in a more user-friendly way. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at the X account. So click on that and we get to here. Now, this for a tiny little small infrastructure project, 143,000 followers. That is impressive. Impressive. Open capital markets infrastructure. So they're looking to take real world assets and put them on the blockchain so everyone knows who owns what. And that's a very impressive following. We see a pinned tweet from the 31st of March. We see 456 people engaging with it. We see one from 12 hours ago and 42 people engaging with it. 18 hours. So this is an active account with 226 people engaging. So this is a very active social media account. Looks impressive for a lower cap project. Next thing we do, we go on the token, we go on the Explorer Soul Scan to see what the distribution is like. Now, this is terrible tokenomics. Now, Radium is an exchange, so we'd expect that to be a high percentage. 32% is big. There's a wallet sitting here with 55% in it. Now, under normal circumstances, this would be a huge red flag. But on the basis that the price has been suppressed so much from what it floated at, it's less of a concern because people are unlikely to be cashing them out at this stage. I would imagine you'd want to at least to get it back to its launch price before people would consider selling, which is a long way up from here. There's a big gains to be made before it reaches that point. So that's why I'm less concerned. So next thing, we go to the website, which takes us here. We see on Redbelly Network that there's all sorts of things, treasuries and bonds, private credit, carbon credits, real estate, insurance, derivatives, and commodities. We also see it's in alignment with the University of Sydney. There seems to be some other big players on there at the moment. And they offer asset tokenization, patented, scalable L1 public blockchain. So they've got a patent as well. Now, exactly what the patent's for, well, I'd have to look a little bit deeper into that, but patents are always interesting in any play. Exactly what the patent is for and enables it to do, that's something that I would look into if I was going to invest in. But this is only a very baseline level look into the project, so I'm not going to go that deep. The team. Let's meet the team. Let's have a little look, my friends, because the team behind any project is always relevant. So it's the fastest growing tokenized network. Now, the fact that everyone's doxed here, this is good. Founder of Redbelly Network, Vincent Grimoli, the head of Concurrent Systems Research Group at the University of Sydney. So he's chaired the Cybersecurity Committee for Computing Research and Education Association of Australasia, and the Blockchain Technical Committee. So this guy's obviously very well connected within the right circles, which tells me that getting this tech out is probably going to be pretty good. The fact that there's faces behind the team and you can see them on LinkedIn, this fills me full of confidence that you can search them out. If I was investing in, I'd probably go on their LinkedIn profiles and do a little bit deeper digging. But the fact that you can do that for yourself is really, really good. The corporate team, it shows you here that they've got, here's the stats there. You can join the community. But not only this, they've got almost 57,000 active members. You can see the X account we've looked into. There's 27,000 people on the Telegram channel. This is an established project for a low cap gem. And with the price suppression at the moment, it looks like a very interesting entry point. So you'll know if you follow this channel that I like to ask for the child-friendly version so that we can simplify it for people outside of the space. So let's read through exactly what Redbelly does in a very easy to understand way. So what is Redbelly Network? Imagine a super fast, super safe digital playground where people can trade, play games, or build apps without needing a big company like a bank or a tech giant in charge. That's what Redbelly Network is trying to be. It's a blockchain, which means it keeps track of everything that happens on it, like a magical notebook that everyone can see and no one can cheat. The name Redbelly comes from the Australian lizard with a red belly. Kind of cool, right? What about Redbelly Crypto? Well, Redbelly Network has its own digital money called a token. People can use it to pay for things on the network, like sending money, playing games, using apps built on Redbelly, or rewarding people who help run the network. Think of it like tokens at an arcade, except online with way more high tech. Why do people invest in it? People might buy Redbelly tokens because they believe the network is becoming really popular. The token's price will go up as more people use it. It's fast, safe, and eco-friendly, which means it uses less energy than other blockchains like Bitcoin. It's designed by smart people, including scientists and researchers in Australia. If Redbelly becomes a big deal in the crypto world, early investors might make money. Always important, my friends. What are the risks? Here's the watch out part. It's new. Redbelly isn't well established like Bitcoin or Ethereum, so it might not grow as expected. Crypto prices can go up and down. Well, we know that. Tech problems, if there's a bug or the team doesn't deliver on the promises, it could fail. Competition, there's a lot of blockchains out there. Redbelly has to prove it's better than the rest. Rules and laws. Governments are still figuring out how to deal with crypto. If they ban or restrict it, it could hurt Redbelly. So, in short, Redbelly is a high speed digital playground where people can use and build cool things using its special money token. It's safe, it's science based, and it tries to be good for the environment. But investing is kind of like betting on a new video game becoming the next big hit. It could be awesome, but it might flop. Well, we know that in crypto, my friends. We certainly know that. So Redbelly looks like a very interesting project. There's some very prestigious people behind it. It's backed by Sydney University. It's patented, a fully doxed team, and the price is massively suppressed at the moment. So from a risk reward potential, I would say that this is a good entry point if this is the sort of project that interests you. Because I do believe that real world assets are going to be big. That this is one area that crypto is very disruptive in, and I do believe it's the future because it's fair. Anyone can go online and see who owns what. So no more hiding. It's all about transparency. It's all about who owns what. And it's all about fractionalization, which giving the small investor access to bigger things. And I do believe that this is the future, my friends. Whether Redbelly is going to be the market leader, well, it certainly seems to have a head start down in Australia. Down under, it's got a head start. And it's certainly at this price looking fairly interesting. But as ever, it's your decision, my friends. You look into it, do a bit of deeper diving, and have fun on your crypto journey. And if you'd like more of my little updates of finding these little gems early before they pump, and you'll look at the chart behind, see this is definitely a qualifier of that, then do subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like more of my little updates, you'll find another one just there.